to my YouTube channel. This is the first video in a series of videos for a short YouTube project I'm going to be making, and it's basically going to be reviews of all the CDs I have in my collection. Bearing in mind I only own about 15 CDs, this probably won't take long, but I'm aiming for about one video a week with the occasional random video in between. My CDs are pretty much all metal CDs. I think I have a few metalcore CDs, but even they count as metal, so everything is heavy metal CDs basically. So unless you're into that kind of music, these videos probably won't be for you. Okay, so the first album I'm going to review, I'm going alphabetically, is this one, which is Arch Enemy, Khaos, Legions. This album was released in 2011. And for those of you who don't know anything about Arch Enemy, I'll give you a quick backdrop. They are a melodic death metal band, but yeah, these are probably one of the most famous melodic death metal bands. They are from, I believe, from Sweden. However, their vocalist is from Germany. Their vocalist, Angela Gosso, it's good. I mean, it's quite rare to have a female vocalist in death metal. The only other one I can think of is from Cerebral Bore. So yeah, that's the backdrop for the band, but okay. This album is their latest album, and it's probably one of my favourite albums. This is the only Arch Enemy album I own, because I don't tend to buy a lot of CDs, but I've listened to all of their albums online, and this, I mean, behind Doomsday Machine, this is probably my favourite album. It's relentless. You kick off with a song called Khaos Overture, which is an instrumental with Michael Amott, ex-Carcass, and Christopher Amott, who both play guitar. They both play a brilliant introduction. It really gets you into it. It's very strong and it's very, very melodic. The second song is called Yesterday is Dead and Gone, which was released as a single that has a music video on YouTube. You may have seen it, which is a brilliant, brilliant song. And there's literally not a bad song on this album. I love all of the songs. My personal favourites, I'm not going to have time to do a lot on each album. These videos are probably only going to be 5 minutes long each. But my favourite songs from this album are Yesterday's Dead and Gone, Bloodstained Cross, No Gods, No Masters, Cruelty Without Beauty, and Under Black Flags We March. Those are my favourite songs, but honestly I could listen to this album on repeat for hours and hours. This is such an incredible melodic death metal album. It's absolutely fantastic. And for those of you who maybe aren't into female vocalists, I mean, I have a few of my friends who don't really like female vocalists in metal. You should really check these guys out. I mean, you can still tell that Angela is female. At least I can, because I've been listening to them for so long. I've been listening to death metal for a good few years, so it's an obvious it's obvious that she is a woman. But yeah, it's not operatic it's not operatic in any way. It's not a stereotypical female vocal. So if you are thinking of getting an Arch Enemy album, this is as good a place to go as you can. I mean, if I just quickly go through the lineup on this album, you've got Angela Gosso on vocals, as I've said. You've got Michael Amott on lead guitar. You've got Christopher Amott also on lead guitar. You've got Daniel Erlandson on drums and Charlie D'Angelo on bass. Now, all of these are incredibly talented musicians. They all have their own specific sound, and they all meld incredibly well together in this album. It's not as raw as their albums such as, Doomsday Machine or Wages of Sin. It doesn't have that rawness to it, but it has a sense of power. It definitely has that anarchist oomph into it that these guys bring to every album. I'm pretty sure, I know Angela Gosso is an anarchist, and I think some of the other members are, but it's quite, if you listen to the lyrics, it has interesting messages in the different songs. And I'm quite a political person, so I love that. I love being not just listening to great music, but I love being able to learn something from it. The guitars on this album are incredible. Both guitarists are very, very talented men. Michael Amott is one of my guitar heroes. He's one of the reasons I play guitar. So, yeah, definitely pick up this album if you have a chance. But if you came here expecting a bad review, you're never going to get one. Not from Arch Enemy. Unless they make an album that sounds like the vomit of Fall Out Boy, they are never going to make a bad album. So this has been Miss Space Ghost. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment and all that. And I hope you stay around to see my next album review. Thanks guys.